Welcome to this brief survey of the 2010 TeliaSonera Trend Report. One of the most striking things in the report is that, contrary to what we often hear, information technology gives us a sense of having control over our lives and actually makes us feel less lonely.
The most interesting point was the always connected aspect and the accessism. Telling the consumer and telling the end user that your life is changing and you're going to always be connected. The other aspect that I thought was very important was that the massive capacity and quality of the networks that are needed.
One other thing the report states is that we will move the content of our computers onto the internet, so-called cloud computing, and therefore the physical place to work can be located anywhere.
Finally, with the dawn of the iPhone and Android terminals, we've seen really useful devices that actually has presented us with the whole internet and an almost uncensored version. This will continue to shape the future, and I see this is a really significant breakthrough that we've seen in the very last years.
The report also states that it's the young people, and women in particular, who are in the front line of using the new tools and social networks.
I think if you look at the younger people today and you look at those folks that are using all the social networks, that are pushing the applications, that are really driving some of the applications that are going to go into the workplace environment.
In the report, there is a new expression coined, accessism, which describes that by being constantly accessible, our availability has become an important part of our self-image and identity.
I get about 100 messages per month from my children and showing my grandchildren and so on. So I think that that will also be the case for a lot of other people.
One effect accessism has had is that the customer, being connected at all times, now demands real-time feedback from companies at all times.
We judge companies based upon their real-time capabilities. You know, when you click a site, is it quick? When you call somebody, do they answer quickly? It's now all about real-time.
Esther Dyson wants to stress another important aspect of this.
The major thing in this report that people need to take note of is not the technology itself, but the change in the balance of power. Suddenly, it's not the marketer, the advertiser, the big institution, even in government, talking to people, sending a message, but it's a collaboration between the user and the institution. Suddenly, they want to participate. They don't simply want to sit passively and receive.
For companies, this is both a challenge and a great possibility for improvement. Customers are ready and willing to supply companies with important feedback. It's up to the companies to let them in. What do companies have to do to be successful regarding the issues of the report?
I think companies have to be adaptive, and they have to be able to let their employees take that choice between the personal time, the work time, and to be able to use the different methods to achieve the results, to get the work done.
So, companies have to have methods to secure results and quality regardless of different workplaces, different hours, or different time zones. They must respond to customers and adopt cloud computing. This demands investments in mobile broadband, faster, more secure connections, and laptops, handsets, and other mobile units. Finally, for us as individuals, the technical development gives us more flexibility, which can help us reduce stress if we're able to control our new freedom.
Our constant availability in our society today, and especially in Sweden, just that when we are not connected to the internet, we are left out in some kind of social desert.
For the company, everything changes at the same time as it stays the same. The same rules apply now that, in a way, they always have. Fast adjustment, flexibility, willingness to listen to the customer, and to have a high-quality standard. The only things that change are technology and demand levels.
It's got to be easy to use, high quality, and always on. I think that's critical.
there are a lot of possibilities given. And I think that the most important with all those possibilities is that the technology is adjusted to the human being and not the other way around.